I'm Maddie Dahlien. I'm a forward with the Seattle Reign, and this is how I got here. I was born July 25th, 2004 in Edina, Minnesota. Minnesota is my hometown, and it holds so many special things, and it will always hold a special place in my heart. I started playing soccer around the age of 3, and I started playing for my local club, the Edina Soccer Association, and that led into my next club in my youth journey, which was Minnesota Thunder Academy. Once I started to realize that soccer was getting more serious for me, I decided that I wanted to go on and play at the collegiate level, and UNC was one of the schools that I looked at, and I fell in love with it right away, with the coaching staff, Damon and Anson, and also just the culture and everything it had to offer. In my first 2 years at UNC, there were a lot of lessons learned. In 2022, we had lost in the national championship and in the Elite Eight, and leading into the 2024 season, we had a lot to prove. And I think that's what made the 2024 National Championship so special, was I got to do it with my best friends. It was so amazing to win with that group and with those special people. Also, in the 2024 season, I got to be part of the US U20 national team, and we played in the World Cup and we won a bronze medal. That experience was so special, and to be able to represent my country was just such a surreal experience. Following the national championship and the U20 World Cup, I felt it was an opportunity for me to go pro. And after I met with Laura Harvey and got to know the culture of Seattle Reign, it was a no-brainer for me, and I've loved being a part of this team so far. Leading into the beginning of the season, I hadn't scored yet, but the Portland game was approaching, and Jess Fishlock and Lou Barnes had expressed to us how important this rivalry game was. And I happened to score my first professional goal that game, and it was such a surreal moment, and it was so cool to be surrounded by all the veteran players who had made that rivalry game feel so important to us, and to be a part of that game was so special. Sharing that special moment with my stepdad and my mom was also awesome. Being able to hug them in the stands after was such an amazing moment. Hi, I'm Maddie Dahlien, a forward with the Seattle Reign, and this is how I got here. Hi, I'm Maddie Dahlien. I'm a forward with the Seattle Reign, and this is Fishbowl Q&A. What makes a good outfit? Always cool shoes for me, and also I'm not a super fashionista, but I love a good hoodie. What song or artist gets you locked in? Either J. Cole, Drake, or 21 Savage, but if I'm feeling in a more calm mood, I love Coldplay. What is the name of your college mascot, Ramsey? There's actually a picture of me and him after the national championship, and it's legendary. If you could start a company with one of your current teammates, what would it be and what would be the business? It would definitely be with Veronica Latsko, and it would be a bakery. She's always baking, making banana bread or sourdough, and it's amazing. So I would definitely start a business with her. Describe your pets. So I have a dog named Raleigh and a dog named Eddie, and they are both very wild and energetic, but also so cuddly. I miss them so much. What financial advice do you remember receiving as a kid? That it's important to save half and spend half. What is your least favorite exercise/drill? Anything that has to do with defending, or if we're playing rondos and I'm in the middle. What is the first thing you purchased when you moved? A brand new TV so I could watch all of my shows on it. What is it like to play with your US Youth National Team teammates with the Reign? They're some of my best friends, and it was really special to be able to continue with them here at the Reign. What's your go-to coffee order? I'm more of a chai tea latte girl or a matcha girl, so either of those two. What is your favorite way to spend a day off? Definitely spending time with my friends, getting outside, going for a walk, or going to a local coffee shop. What activity instantly calms you? Either reading a good book or listening to music on my speaker or my headphones. What's your favorite sports movie of all time? Miracle. It's the moment where Miracle on Ice happened, and it's hockey, which is a sport I love. What's the worst household chore? The worst household chore would definitely be the dishes. I hate everything that has to do with the dishes, so I avoided that at all costs. What's your greatest on-field attribute? My work ethic. I'm never gonna stop working, and I'll always work hard for the people around me. Big or small, what's something you'll gladly pay extra for? I think big would be concerts, because I believe that you'll make amazing memories, and I would spend a lot of money to go see my favorite artists. What's something you're passionate about that most people don't know? I love music. I love learning about new artists, and I love learning different songs and listening to different genres. What's your favorite hobby? When I play board games or cards with my friends, I actually just taught Emery, Emily Mason, and Jordan Bug Rummy Cube last night, and it was really fun. What was your first concert? Taylor Swift. I went with my mom and one other friend, and it was Taylor Swift's old music, and it was so good. Where was your last vacation? I don't know if you consider this a vacation, but I went to Germany with the US Youth National Team. That was really fun to explore all around. What's something that you're saving for now? Brand new car. My other one's getting a little old, so it needs a little bit of an upgrade. What childhood memory makes you smile the most? A lot of my memories have been at my lake cabin, which is on Lake Sturgeon in Minnesota, and I would say any memory that I had to do there in my childhood was one to remember. If you had one skill that could win your $1 million, what would you be doing? This would probably be running. I used to run track in high school, and so maybe I could make a profession out of that. Do you have any game day superstitions or routines? The only superstition or routine I have is I have to call and text both of my parents before my game, and that's really important to me just because I've been doing it my entire life. If you found $100 on the ground, what would you do with it? I would probably pick it up and choose to spend it on a new restaurant here in Seattle. What is the meaning behind your jersey number? My jersey number holds a lot of meaning. It is very special to me. My grandfather wore the number 5, and my dad continued the tradition and wore number 5, so once I had the ability to take number 5, that's always what I've chosen throughout my career. If you go into a grocery store, convenience store, what are your must-buys if you're traveling on a game day? My must-buys are electrolytes. I love coconut water, and I would also say any sort of chips or Cheez-Its I love, and then I also love a good beef stick. Why did you pick the Reign? The reason I picked the Reign was a combination of things. I loved the coaching staff and I loved all of the players here, but I also wanted to be a part of a team that was going to compete for championships every year. Hi, I'm Maddie Dahlien. I'm a forward with the Seattle Reign, and this is my vision board. I love Man City, so I'm putting this on my vision board because I would love to go see a game, and I know that Sally would love to come with me. I'm putting this on my vision board because this is my best friend Evelyn, and I'm looking forward to visiting her in LA in the off season. It's been so exciting to see her play in these first few games, and I'm so excited to continue to watch her play. I'm putting this action shot on my vision board because I want to continue to contribute with goals and assists for the Seattle Reign, and I want to continue doing that. This is a picture of me at home, and I want to keep scoring goals in front of the fans. I'm putting these ice skates on my vision board because hockey is a big and important part of my family, and every year my cousins put a rink in their backyard, and so I want to continue going home and skating with my family. This picture is with some of my friends from youth national team camps, and I'm putting this on my vision board because eventually I would love to have the opportunity to play for the US senior women's national team. These next two I'm putting on my vision board because they capture what I want to keep doing in the future, which is being a good teammate and always supporting the people around me. I'm putting this on my vision board because I'm currently saving up because I moved cross country to furnish my new apartment. I can't wait to buy a new comfy couch. Hi, I'm Maddie Dahlien, a forward with the Seattle Reign, and this is my vision board.